Not that I condone Nate's actions in season 2, but I feel like you can see where they're coming from. I think you can see that they ultimately stem from a toxic relationship he has with his dad, and these sort of deep-seated insecurities that he's had his whole life. And, he's not a different person, isn't he? He's the same person. He's just been given a little bit more power, and he's, chosen, sadly, to use that power in quite sort of bullish ways.
The relationship between Ted and Nate was beautiful, and some fans were even angry that Nate left Ted, but Ted also wasn't being the person that Nate needed him to be. So, do you feel like Ted's getting what he deserves?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? I think Nate says at the end of season 2 that he feels abandoned, like he feels abandoned by Ted. I mean, no, Nate's behavior is completely out of order, but because Nate has never had a father figure in his life, he doesn't really have a support network, he doesn't really have friends, he doesn't have a girlfriend, boyfriend. And so when Ted did come into his life in season 1, we saw how it empowered him and made him feel worthwhile. And, obviously that resulted in him being promoted. And that was the best thing that had ever happened to him. So I guess from Ted's point of view, he feels like, oh, Nate is not fixed, but his work is done, as it were. But actually, Nate is a lot needier, sadly, than that, and is a troubled soul, and he's not getting the praise that he once had. He has more responsibilities. He doesn't really know how to use that power because he's never had any before. And so it's a real recipe for disaster for Nate, because he just doesn't really have the emotional intelligence to deal with any of it.